YouTuber, once again, we're back. My name is Smitty Sebastian Kirk,
And I'm Nisha C.
and happy
Happy
voting
voting
day.
day.
Today is November 8th, so get out there and vote. You still got a couple more hours. Hopefully, this is a post so you can understand who to vote for and all this good stuff. So, we're just going to show this real quick. What's my little face? Show that we did vote. See,
We
voting.
voted. And it's backwards, but it's okay.
No, it looks backwards on here, but it's not.
Okay.
Oh my God! Now I'm going to be sitting over there. You're going to be sitting over there when
Yes.
this plays back.
Always
She
forget.
know nothing about editing, but that's okay. She's still learning.
What?
I'm still trying to get her get on board with everything. We're just going to talk about our experiences with the polls, and I found out that you taking some young people. You took your daughter,
My daughter,
first time
her
voting.
first time, she's 20.
Right.
And she couldn't vote last time, so
Right.
she's excited
I
that
think
she's
not.
able to vote.
She was a little
I
kid,
know,
but
she was
okay.
only 16. But
Yeah. But she was only 16. I guess so. 4 years
Yeah.
ago, right? There goes my math. But okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
she gets to vote. Then we were talking about the other two that was here. They said they were voting. Did
Yes.
they vote?
Yes.
They
Yep.
both did?
So both my daughter's friends, they both
Oh,
voted.
good,
so
good,
we are
good.
trying to push as many as
Right,
we
because
can.
we do not, and I'm going to be saying we don't want Trump in office, and I know I don't.
No.
With all the little stuff, you could tell them, go fuck yourself.
We all know the commercials. They've been playing them 24/7. And who would want a president that speaks that way?
She's
No.
a slob. I look right in her fat, ugly face.
Yeah, we can laugh about it, but we honestly...
That's a hot mess. And I'd be very upset if he was talking to a family member of mine or anybody who I knew.
terrible.
I mean, that's just so wrong. But
No. We hold our president to a higher standard. And
Oh, my God,
honestly,
yes.
the way that he's spoken and how he talks about minorities, why would anyone want him in office?
right. I mean, through all the candidates that we had before, he's the only one I know that goes and he just straight up raw and cussing like, just right out on the street like, hey, I'm president. What the F?
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are voting for him. Why are you saying let's do this? And I think a lot of Americans, the reason why they're not voting for Hillary because she's a woman,
Yes, that's true. That's true.
and a lot of them also are supporting the racism that goes on in America. So they feel like I have nothing else to do. I'm a racist.
Because this is my
So-
thing. They keep saying, the people who are supporting Trump, that they don't trust Hillary. But you trust Trump.
You
who
trust
has
Trump with all that
just
stuff.
been so blatant. I mean, he's very blatant about how he feels.
Right.
And I guess
He
that's
tell-
how what
look,
they...
look how
I mean,
he got caught talking 05 about that lady
yes,
on the
and
bus.
speaking
so.
about women the way that
Yeah.
he has. So I just don't understand how you can trust him, but you don't trust Hillary. So we are definitely firm on who we are supporting.
Right.
And we hope that anyone who's
That
listening,
you make the right
Yes,
decisions,
just
because
please.
this is going to impact the
That's-
future.
Oh my goodness.
This is not just because
we
she's a
think-
woman or this and that.
Because
This is going to
the
impact
thing.
the
We
future.
thought that we had it bad before. I mean, honestly, if anybody goes back and think about how Obama has really changed and made things better
Right.
for everyone, I believe, and what he and his wife have just been in the White House and just so. That to me, they've changed how we look at people in politics.
Right.
You cannot let Trump in. You can't.
Let me tell you something that's so crazy. Yesterday, I was just thinking that how bad I don't want Trump in. I want George Bush to come back.
And,
Now,
that's horrible to think. But honestly,
I would rather have him
Trump,
to come back
Yeah.
than Trump. I'm honest to God. I
I
would
just
love
don't
that.
know where this country's going to be if Trump is actually voted into office.
Well, I know
honestly
there's probably a
just-
wall put up around us and
Oh,
everything.
we have some famous quotes by him too, and ones that I didn't even realize that he said.
You could tell them.
He is horrible.
He's a hot mess.
So we are firm on how we believe, and we don't care.
Right. Well,
Anybody
hey,
who doesn't like
that's
it,
why this is
oh,
not
well,
censored.
Thank you.
ABC, they tell us to cut, and then the lawyers be there allegedly, stuff. And
But these are quotes. Actually, I have a couple that I want to say that Donald Trump has said, and I can't believe that he's been able to get away with it.
And people
honestly,
still-
and this is the thing: if anyone else, especially if Obama would have said these
Oh,
things,
my
they would have
goodness.
drug him out of that White House so fast.
oh, they sure would have.
But let me just quote one that he has said. I will build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me. Believe me, I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great wall, a great wall on our southern border, and I will make Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words. What who speaks that way and who thinks that they can just build a wall and
Great Wall of China. So
you keep trying to keep
Wall of
Mexicans
Berlin.
out, and you're saying that Mexico's going to pay for it. He's a pompous ass. That's what he is. Anyway, let's see. What did he say about our president?
Yeah.
What was the one? He said, I'm sorry.
you should have got the number.
I should have. I'm sorry.
But that's okay.
Beauty. Okay, you might want to talk for a second.
Oh. Okay, why is she looking that up?
Oh, okay, here we go.
There we go.
Our great African American president hasn't exactly had a positive impact on the thugs who are so happily and openly destroying Baltimore. Now, this is the thing. Obama is just one person. President Obama, I'm sorry. He is just one person, and I'm just sure that he cannot have that type of influence on people in that way. I mean, I'm guessing that Donald Trump thinks that he's just so great that he's just going to change everyone who is just doing wrong. I mean, these people were wrong with those riots in Baltimore.
Right.
But he's going to make it seem like has something to do with our president.
Like he couldn't
Really?
stop doing that. But I mean, what about?
just-
But the thing is, what they're doing is they're protesting. They're trying to make it stand. They're trying to be heard of that. Black Lives
they
Matter.
were
and
doing
we're
it
not
not
gonna-
in
we're
a,
not-
in a, I mean,
we're not going to take it anymore. So
destroying-
they're just
yes.
doing that. So.
But in destroying property, that was wrong.
Yeah, but they did it when Martin Luther King got killed.
But the
The
thing
riots
is
and the
that
Watts,
it
you
wasn't
know,
had
so
anything to do with.
it has
our
nothing to do with the
president.
president. No.
What in the heck?
But of course he would say that because he want to say everything negative possible. But that's okay. If Trump wins, I'm just going to be no good. It probably won't have this YouTube channel because everybody of color will be cut off. So
Yes.
we'll just see that. We won't have no more YouTube. It's just something of the past. No YouTube ever. You know what I'm saying?
He's just definitely.
Unless you're doing clan rowdies or something.
Well, we know who's supporting him. Definitely.
Oh, God.
Anyway. Oh, so he had another one. Number one, I have great respect for women. I was the one that really broke the glass ceiling on behalf of women, more than anybody in the construction industry. Really. And that's a quote. That's one of the top quotes from Donald Trump. So we
Right.
know that he does not respect women at all. I mean, I guess he thought that was funny.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like he said, I can stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue, shoot somebody, and not lose any votes. And he's probably right because America, unfortunately, is a lot. There's a lot of corrupt people in here in this world, or the United States, that stands for the wrong thing. But you know what's the crazy part? Not one time during his whole campaign he ever talking about being a Christian, Christianity, how God is going to help him through this. Not one time. He been talking about everything else negative, nasty. In America, you know, it's so crazy because I remember back in the day I was on the phone and this lady was going off about this one Obama and it was Obama and Bush. And this lady was going off saying that she didn't like the fact that Obama was pro-choice. And that Bush wasn't, and that's what she's about, Bush, but Christianity. Now, where are you now? Are you voting for Trump?
Honestly,
he didn't mention
that's
anything,
so-
you know?
That's actually a very good point because I was thinking that too myself. Is that supposedly Donald Trump is pro-choice, which most of the time it's the Christians and people who really feel that they believe in God, that you're not supposed to have abortions.
Right.
Who, as a Christian, would follow him, would believe in him, in
Right.
the way that he speaks and how he treats?
Right.
Obviously, he's not.
He
Christian.
treats everyone.
He's not a Christian.
If you don't have money, then he's not caring about you.
And I believe he's paying people off, and I do.
I don't know. I thought about that
I do
too.
believe he is.
Cause I saw his wife was on like yesterday,
Yes.
and then these two black ladies came up to the podium afterwards. Now I ain't gonna lie. Now if you come to me with like $50,000, I'm coming with a Trump sign too. But I'm voting for Hillary. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so serious. I know it's wrong, and maybe they got the little coins and stuff. I don't know what card they have to pay off their mortgage. I don't know what they put their kids through school. Facelift. I don't know what they're doing. But I thought that was just so crazy. When I saw them, they was all happy and waving.
Opinion, I really do believe there's some type of money involved. I mean, we know he's a businessman, but it's just anyway. I have just so many.
I don't
thoughts
take
about
that
him.
away from him being a business person
He-
because he's
okay.
very powerful when it comes to that. I don't
He
take that
is,
away.
but How many of his companies, or how many times has he gone bankrupt?
Well, that's
Quite a
true
few.
too.
But that might be good. That might, I mean, not good, but that might be his business
Strategy.
yes.
Yeah.
No, he on all levels he's horrible.
Yeah, he's a hot
Really
he's a hot
is.
mess.
He's
I
horrible.
mean, it was a mess. I'm glad that that I was out there. I voted. I talked to the younger generations, and I was telling them to get out and vote, make your voice be heard. Now, I know there's some people have different views, and they feel both candidates not good, so they feel the need like, well, I'm not going to vote for anybody. And like I was telling people, like when you don't vote, it's like voting for Trump.
It is.
So, but these are people who already, and I'm gonna be just very straight up and honest. I know I'm probably gonna lose a couple people, but I'm just be raw like I am. These are people who's already set up in the system for housing, for food, for money and stuff that is working for them. But they're not voting to keep that going for themselves. But soon it's taken away from them,
Then it's
they
like-
want to argue,
then-
complain.
then-
Oh, the
don't
government
come-
is doing
yeah.
this and doing that. But you're not
But
doing
when you
anything to
had
fight
a
to keep it.
chance to at
Right.
least try. I mean,
And you know who I'm talking about.
and maybe we don't know how much what we're doing is going to help, but guess what? Doing nothing will definitely not help. So when you're saying I'm not going to vote at all, believe you me, you're voting for the enemy and someone who's not for you, someone who's only for people with money. Donald Trump is for people who are pretty much rich. He's not for people who are working class, who are considered in the bottom half or whatever whatever. I don't want to say we're impoverished or poverty level, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, people who's like under the Lord, the middle class people, that's try to make it happen,
we work
and then
hard just to make the
yeah,
little bit
just
of
to
money
make
we
just to make ends meet, just to live a normal life. No, we're not. The American dream is to be with freedom and the opportunity, and it is here. It's when you go after and get it, but when people's in place to derail that, you got to fight against that, and that's what voting does.
What I have to say too is that there were so many people who fought for us to be able to vote, for women to be able to vote. How many people before us fought, and how long ago was it? And when we were able
Selma's
to
a
vote,
the movie. That's what the whole movement was about.
and then when you have the opportunity, you don't take it. And there was just a time when we couldn't vote.
Right.
There was,
Times the people of color, African American, could not vote. We couldn't do anything. Then when we had the opportunity, that's just like
we don't take it.
I'm going back a little bit. We couldn't read. We wouldn't allow
They
to
did
read.
not want us to be.
Now you got the opportunity to read. Everybody tell me, "Oh, school's dumb. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do this." I don't get it, and I think it's a smack in the face, and I'm gonna say it again to our ancestors' face that shed blood for us to have this opportunity to move on, to better ourselves, to educate, to get powerful, to say, I don't care, and I don't give a damn what you did.
But those people are the ones who, like you said, as soon as they take something away from them,
Then they wanna start crying.
They're reaping these benefits.
So instead of getting your $400 on your food stamp, you're gonna probably get 100 or something,
And then you're
and
gonna
make
be
it
upset.
stretch.
Don't
So
cry
you
to
should have went out
lose.
there and voted. And you know who I'm talking about, because I'm probably gonna call you.
Please don't cry. Don't be upset. Don't.
Right.
When you're not eating steaks anymore, please don't be upset.
That's another story. But anyway, let me just tell my experience when I went to the polls today.
Yes, because mine was not like yours.
Hot mess. Okay? And I'm just gonna be very honest. I don't know what it is. I understand that you have now you see that's a little loud, but that's okay.
I need to go turn it. Let's see. I'll turn it.
It's just
Go
to
ahead.
talk about. It's okay. I understand that the elderly people like to be out there and see people come in and vote and stuff, but everybody can be 95 plus. Because I'm like, okay, then there's one lady, she was looking in the box. Now, I'm not used to voting in Pennsylvania. I've always been voting in Georgia. So this is a new experience for me. So there's different numbers on there. You got to go to different tables and all that stuff. And I don't know, where I'm just standing there. The person in front of me, they found his name on the list, but not found the card that he's supposed to have or whatever. They supposed to do something with his card. So they're going on, and the lady's telling me, I can't find the card, I don't know what else to do. And I'm thinking like, y'all didn't train for this? Did they say, hey, come work this?
Pretty much.
Then when we get there, no one's telling us where to go. There's no signs. It's just a big
Direction.
open room at a church, and we're just standing there, and everybody's looking at us like you should know what the hell to do. And I'm like, no, I don't. This is my first time voting in Pennsylvania. Please, what do I do? Where do I go? You know, I'm like, that was a horrible experience, and I'm not going to call out the church that I went to today. I'm not going to call it out because it's right around the corner. But you know,
Well, I'm gonna say mine was a lot better, even though this
oh
was the
my
first
God,
time.
they didn't even have these stickers.
Oh, well, I didn't get a sticker.
I got mine in
either.
the mail.
I didn't
You know,
get a
I got
sticker
mine in the
either.
mail along. Well, of course, we got these
We
and
got
stuff.
ours.
Yeah, we got all those things and
Yay.
stuff. But they didn't have these stickers. They told me we don't have them. I'm like,
Well,
let me be up, you know, in the rich neighborhood. I probably
You know,
got champagne.
I told you how their polls
I probably
were.
got string
They had the
quartet.
sugar- Yes. They give you cheese.
Yes, cheese with
caviar,
wine
with some
and with
sushi.
yes,
Not in
just
the
doing
hood,
it up.
okay?
Here you can straight. Who are you
They're
going?
like not even trying to tell you what to do. But no, I had a better experience. Even though this was the first time I had been to this particular place because I've moved, I was greeted at the door, and they asked me, you know, tried to the lady at the door. She took me to each table, make sure they found my name.
That's
I had
what
a very
you're
good
supposed
experience.
to
Then
do.
she guided me to the guy who took me to the actual machine. So
Okay.
mine was a very good experience.
Well, the guy went to the machine. Was your electronic too?
Yeah.
He
yeah.
took this little thing and jammed
Stuck
it in there.
Yeah, that's
The next thing
what it
did something
is.
like, okay, it's ready. It's still black. I'm still like, okay, this ain't what
I
I
was
experienced I
like
did
that.
before. Okay. So I'm standing, then boop, it just pops on. So now I'm reading. I said, let me read the instructions to make sure I'm doing everything right. So I got it.
And everyone.
Then
I
you
hope-
have to hit confirm.
Yes, and please make sure. Well, it's going to be too late by the time you see this, but I hope you
No,
all read-
hopefully they can see it in
you
an hour.
looked- You looked through. You made sure that your choices were right. Even though if you select a Democrat, it will choose all the
Democrat people, right.
It will, but
That's the
make
first time I experienced
sure
that because I used to
that
go
those
through
the
one.
little dot is right by the person you
Name,
want because
right.
you never know.
It might go,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
For we don't want any
No,
what
no,
you call
no.
Mickeys.
You're right. We don't want no Mickeys with this, especially you know,
Yes.
because Florida is known
Yeah.
to jack up some ballots. Because you saw what happened to Al Gore back in the day.
But that's probably what they were
With
saying.
Bush.
Florida is always one of the state that it's a big determining factor,
Right.
And it's probably going to be one that takes the longest to count those
Yeah,
votes.
right.
So,
But I heard they're coming out like they are coming.
it's actually
They're
been the
coming.
highest turnout for voters, which I'm very happy.
It needs to be because our future depends on this.
It really does.
It could us be here for another century or us here for a few months. So you what you want. If you got a death wish, then I know where you're going with that. If you want to live, I know where you're going with that. No, let's be real.
You are so right.
You can tell them. Go fuck yourself. You know, and then another thing, like a friend of mine did mention to me that even though, say if Trump did win, the way he is with other nations, they're going to be
Oh
coming
my God, they're going to come for us.
You know that.
You know, this is the thing.
like it is in Iraq and all the other stuff that's going on right now. All this,
We have to have
It's gonna be out here in the
someone
streets.
who can speak and talk to people and have
Right.
a good
Negotiate.
relationship.
Yes.
And negotiate. Yeah, with that, him and his thought process, that mouth of his that he can't, just like with his tweets, they were trying to shut down, as I heard. I don't
they're
know.
trying to shut it down.
Shut it so that he wouldn't tweet because you know when he tweets, he just
He
says
just
whatever.
angry stuff. I'm like,
So he's
but some people are used to all that anger and all that, so that's right up their alley. They like, oh wait, let's nuke them all, and you know. So I'm like, it's not
No, you
about
can't
that.
be
It's
like
not
that.
about.
We have to
no.
be able, like you said, to negotiate with other countries. We need each other.
Yeah, we do. As a world, you know,
Yes.
it goes beyond just the United States
And
and,
that's the
other
thing.
countries.
We don't know, of course, what all it entails because we're the little people.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it does. It requires somebody who can.
I want humanity to move to live on. I don't want it to be destroyed over one person making a bad move by getting angry over something that they need to not get angry over. All the other presidents never went there, and I don't trust this one if he becomes president. I don't trust Trump if he becomes president of handling things in the correct way. Yes, the businessman he is, politician he is not.
And then to have the experience, you have to actually have that. Honestly, you have to have experience in that area. It's just like because he has experience in business. Okay, somebody might trust him in that area.
Right.
But is he? Just say if you needed somebody to if you needed a doctor. And he's like, "Oh, I can do it." Would you trust him?
No, you don't have
How
the
would
backing
you trust
with
him?
that.
He does not have the background in politics.
Right,
How
right.
can you trust somebody who just stepped up and just like, I'm going to
But
run for
why do a
president?
lot of people trust a lot of these leaders? That's wrong anyway, because they have nothing else to look up to, because they never had that type of life of something positive that was great. So anything they gravitate to the wrong stuff all the time. Yeah, Trump, and I'm like, really? Those rallies, then all the chaos at the
But
rallies,
that's the
they
thing. It's
crashing.
never been like that until
No.
he got in. There was never the violence.
No.
But he condoned that. Remember?
Yes, he's talking about he'll pay their bills
Yes,
and
pay-
stuff.
Because when
Ridiculous.
the guy punched the other one.
Yes, there was a
He
lot
is
of
just-
fighting going on at the rallies.
It's just never been this way. And
No,
that's
I don't
the
know
things-
why.
These are the
This is
things
terrible.
that we need to look at. We really
So
do.
hopefully you
So-
you went out and did the right thing, or you told
I
somebody to
really
do the
have.
right thing if you didn't do the right thing. Because
Yes.
again, this is all about just living, So to me, I'm being
think
dead
so.
serious.
I
Because within
really
a
think
year or
so.
two,
This is
I would
our
love to see how this is
livelihood.
going to go if he's president. Like even
my
us, how
gosh.
we how this is going to work? Is somebody going to kick my door in? Like we taking all African American men? Black Lives Matter to us. That's what they said. So we're taking you.
We knew better.
Right, it matters to us. We taking all the black males. Seriously, you never know. I mean, I hope if it does when the House and Senate and the legislation and all this stuff, when they get together, that they just chop him down that he can't pass not one bill.
really hope so.
Nothing negative. If he becomes president. But
you know
I've been
what?
praying.
That's what I was gonna say. My prayers have been
Yes.
that everybody has done the right thing,
Right.
and that he is not elected. So we'll see.
We
8
can.
o'clock, the polls close. So I'm hoping that everyone has a chance and is able to. Please vote. If not ever, if you didn't think it mattered before, it truly matters now.
Right. So okay, you want to do a little CD?
Okay, so I did want to promote Solange Knowles' new CD called "A Seat at the Table." Mm-hmm. To me, I like it.
I mean, I
really
like
do.
it too. I just
She-
have to I haven't heard the whole thing.
I do have to listen
But
to
it's
it.
very soothing.
It is very soothing. So if
She was
anyone
on Saturday Night Live.
gets a chance, if you did not see her on Saturday Night Live, she did
Check
have
it
her
out.
little halo and her little. She was anyway. It was,
Yes.
but check out her CD. All right.
Okay, so for that note, we say once again, and we hope everything. I hope we get to see you next week, depending on who's the president. But anyway, Smitty Sebastian Kirks, always in the works.
I'm Misha C. All about me.
And for that, we'll talk to you next time, hopefully.
See ya.
We will. All right. See, I guess I always hit the wrong button on this. Okay, but I'm going to do it right this time, right?
Yes.
Why is this not stopping? See, and then we doing a little pose because why is this not stopping?
Wait,
Oh
you
my!
know what? There was a thing we're gonna post. Did you ever see the
Oh,
mannequin?
well, it's still going.
No, we're
I
gonna.
hear-
Did you see on the We're gonna post like they have a mannequin. They have a mannequin. It's not a contest, but they have a I don't know what it's called, but you have to pose like a mannequin. Did you see it? You have to sit there.
So
for
they're
like.
like-
No, we're gonna grab our drinks and pretend we're gonna be mannequins for like 10 seconds. Ready?
Okay.